Hey everybody, thanks for coming in. Sorry about the weird maintenance that happened. Though to be fair, to be completely honest with y'all, it was kind of serendipitous. Like I know like the maintenance was a really unfortunate time for most, but for me, it actually worked out really well. I recently reinstalled Windows on my computer, which means everything got uninstalled. And it was, I believe, 5:55 when I go to fire up my live streaming software, and I realize that I no longer have it. Like, it's just completely uninstalled. Complete with all the settings, all the art, everything uninstalled. So, luckily, the maintenance gave me enough time to set everything back up, and here we are, back up and running. Hello, thank you for being here. Thank you to Rox and Ree for holding it down on the mod side. Thank you to all of you for being here. We're going to keep it relatively chill tonight, and unfortunately I can't go the full 2 hours just because we started a little late, but I have to get going in a little while because a certain somebody is at a certain anime convention, and this certain somebody may need their certain father to go pick them up at a certain specific time. So I hope you all understand. I'll do my best to make it up to y'all next time. I super promise. Maybe we'll do another mini one of these tomorrow or something. Who knows? Maybe at the appropriate time. But for now, let's start it off the way we always do. Let's start it off nice and chill. Get to know each other. Remind each other why we're here. Do our shout outs. Hand out some stars to some lucky winners. Right now, if you have any questions or anything, if it's your first time here, you have any questions or anything you want to say, anything you want to shout out, now's the time to do it. I'm paying extra close attention to the chat. Hello to Midnight, hello to KB Yohorn, hello to Hess, hello to Mariah, hello to Siren Sings, hello Artist M, Midnight, Jen Bungle, Paperweight Audios, hello, Megalina, hello, Hidaya, hello, Haruka Hoshino, oh, hello. Janine Ashley, hello. Ariadne Audio, hello. Varen, hey, hello. Varen, right there, is the writer, the amazing author of the Space Bounty Hunter series, if y'all have been enjoying that. Ashley Kothi, hello. Tiffany Simon, hello. Vivi, hello. Sumo Kato, hello. Kai Yamashita, hello. Twilight 2 Starlight, hello. Cardlin, Haraya, and I have some extra donuts from our outing today. Would you like one? I would. Also, bonus points for having an outing today. Nice. I'm always happy to hear that cardigans are meeting up in the wild. Just make sure you do so safely, in a protected place. Meeting people online is always scary. I see you ignoring my question, boss man. I see you. Let's see. Ree asked the question, why are you so neat? I know you don't mean like actually neat, because I'm looking around at my desk and this is not very neat. But as to why I'm so neat, like the way like goopy slime that you can buy at the, you know, that you can like make or like buy, and you can squish it between your fingers and stuff. The way like that's neat. I don't know. I guess I'm just neat. I'm just a neat kind of person. Not sure how long I'm going to stay because I'm definitely running a fever. Oh, no, that's no good. Take care of yourself. Ashley Kothi asks, how are you today, Cardlin? And sorry I couldn't make it to the last Discord hangout due to traveling back home at that time and had no service most of the way home. Oh, that's a bummer. No worries about missing it. How am I today? I'm doing all right. Doing All right. I finished this really fucked up anime series today, The Promised Neverland. So I'm still a little reeling from that. I mean, that was a really messed up and twisted anime, but it was really exciting. And we really like powered through the whole 12 episodes of season 1 in like one sitting. It was crazy. How's your day going, Carlin? Asked Kai. It's not too bad, not too bad. Reeling from that anime, starting a couple of different other anime series. Yeah, see, Kai, you know what's up. The Promised Neverland. Re:Zero all over again. I'm kind of over it with isekai anime, so when I found out that's what Re:Zero was, I realized that I sadly will never get to know who Ren is, because I'm never going to watch that anime. What anime is next on the list? Asked Chloe Elliott. One that I would never normally be on the list, but I'm watching it specifically for research purposes. I am watching, what's it called? I am watching... What's it called? Iron-Blooded Orphans. It's like a Gundam anime. I don't normally watch Gundam anime, but there you go. Have you ever watched Steins Gate? That anime is crazy. I have not. Actually, no, I tried a couple episodes. I couldn't get into it. Couldn't really dig it. Konosuba. I don't know what that is. Paperweight Audios, but if it's isekai, pass. Janine Ashley asked, do you have a favorite anime series of all time? Yeah, big time. Gurren Lagann, #1 of all time. Hess asked, what anime are you watching, dude? We just finished The Promised Neverland. I'm starting up Iron-Blooded Orphans by myself. I started watching Cowboy Bebop again. I'm going to be playing this D&D game. Well, it's not, I call it D&D, but it's actually like mecha based, kind of like sci-fi future-ish. So I'm trying to get into that mood. So I'm watching things like Cowboy Bebop, Iron-Blooded Orphans. I'm going to rewatch Gurren Lagann. Have you watched Ancient Magus Bride? No, I have not. What's your favorite song at the moment? Asked Tiffany Simon. You know, I'm sure there's a better answer, but the first song that came to mind was like the newest version of Old Town Road. Legit, it's a catchy song. It's stuck in my head. The one with Billy Ray in it. It's pretty good. Other than that, though, I'm still digging on Bury a Friend. There's this guy I found online called Mark Rebellet. He's freaking amazing. Or Rebellet, I don't know how you pronounce it, but he's hilarious. Favorite character from it? Asks Midnight. Probably Simon, the main guy, or Leron. I like Leron. Marshall Registe says, oh, please do. Ancient Magus Bride is my absolute favorite. I don't know. Gonna let you know. Just from the title alone, it doesn't sound like it's something that would be my favorite. But, you know, who knows? Do you listen to Anderson .Paak? No, I'm not sure who that is. Have you seen Black Mirror on Netflix? Yeah, I have. Every single one. I got the horses in the back. What else we got? I missed any questions here? Sorry if I missed stuff. I didn't expect the chat to be so bumping. You reading any books? I just started 1984 and I'm shook. Yeah, I'm reading a book called The Power of Habit, and it's really interesting. It's really fascinating stuff. The Power of Habit. I definitely recommend it. It's really cool learning how, like, you know, how the mind works and how we can train the mind to do stuff. Have you watched You on Netflix? I think you'll really like it. Yeah, definitely. Oh, Ree's watching Brown Bear. What do you see? Nice. Sounds pretty exciting. Cardlin, how's Cardi Mom doing? Cardi Mom is doing all right. So we're hoping, based on some new information we got from the doctors, you know, we got some good news and bad news, basically. The good news is we now know when she's going to be when we should expect her to realistically be walking again. The bad news is it's around this time next year, so it's like another year of being relegated to the bed for her, you know, which isn't really a lot of fun. But you know, at least at least she has a place where she'll be taken care of. You know, we've kind of figured out the whole caretaker system here at the house, and we got a really good system going on, and everybody's taking care of everybody, and it's working out pretty well. Heswan Yuki says, if you like sort of Britain magician-esque with mystical creatures and stuff, you may or may not like it. Also, Elias and Chai's 5 ever. Alright. Hey, a set time is nice, right? Asks Mariah. Yeah, definitely. It's good to know. It's good to have realistic expectations. I just feel bad for her. Jen Bungle asks, would you say you prefer reading nonfiction? No, actually. Though lately I have been reading a lot of nonfiction, kind of in like a therapy kind of way. You know, like these are like books. That's what I'm looking for. Books that have been suggested to me by friends and my therapist and whatnot. You know, trying to get my life back in order and all that. Carlin, for books, I recommend Eliza and Her Monsters. It's one of my new favorites. Okay, cool. Favorite Death Note character? Oh, L, for sure. Even if, well, I don't want to do any spoilers, but yeah, L. Kaneyamashi says, what is the gold? So the gold can be used to like drop bombs and hugs and hearts and stuff. I'm not really sure how it works, to be honest. I think the Cardigans have figured it out a lot better than I have, to be honest. But all these stars and whatnot that are being dropped, I'm not doing any of this. This is all y'all. Apparently y'all have figured out the system better than I ever have. Paperweight Ollie says, hey, congrats on getting a therapist. Wishing you the best. Thank you. Yeah, you know, it was one of those things where it's like, I didn't realize how much I was doing. When I listed out my life to the therapist, they're like, wow, you got a lot on your plate. Would you agree? I'm like, yeah, I guess so, you know? So, getting some help with handling it and getting figuring out a way to wrap my head around everything as a better way to take control of everything is really working out for me. Hi, Cardlin, says Rarster. Hello. Jen Bungle says, I'm reading a book now called The Valedictorian of Being Dead, about a woman going through shock therapy to cure medicine-resistant depression. Oh, dang, that reminds me of a really dark movie called Requiem for a Dream. That's some dark stuff. Alright, so what we'd normally do is we would record an audio right now, then we'd play some games, and then we would do some interviews, and then we'd call it a day. But because we have a limited amount of time, I'm going to make a quick little form for y'all to vote on what you'd like to do today. I'll put our normal items that we normally do, and you get to vote on what we actually get around to. Because I know we're not going to have enough time to do everything properly. What should we do during today's stream? First thing will be record an audio. Next one will be play some Jackbox games. Jackbox games. Is it Jackbox or Jacksbox? Play some Jackbox games. Favage 3, etc. Do some Cardigan one-on-one interviews. Alright, I'm putting the poll together. I'm going to put it in chat right now. All you got to do is go to this link and then vote. And we'll give it about 5 or 10 minutes for everybody to vote. Just maybe 5 minutes for everybody to vote. And then we'll see what we're going to do in that order. Here you go. I take it the mods aren't joining us today, asked Midnight. Ready and raring to cause mischief. But Rox and Ree come out of the darkness, saying there'll be no mischiefs on my watch. Never been so early, says Elizabeth. Well, thanks for joining us, Elizabeth. I solemnly swear I'm up to no good, says Fair. Fairy Godrider. Hi from the Philippines, says Jennifer V. Mabuhay. How do you feel about crime scripts? Asked Megalina. Yeah, send them my way, for sure. I mean, so long as they can still focus on, you know, the listener. The listener is always, you know, the listener. It's the main focus of the audio. Cardlin, do you play MapleStory? No, I played Ragnarok Online for a while, which is kind of like a top-down, similar kind of 2D-ish game. But no, I never tried MapleStory. I think it was just too after my time, you know? I'd already moved on from those kind of games by the time it came out. Hi, Carlin. This is Haraya on Twilight's phone. Hope you're doing well. Dang, you guys hanging out together and everything. Nice. Carlin, what games are you playing now? I am playing Sea of Thieves with some friends, which, if you don't have it, you can get it for like 3 months for $1 on your PC by using the Xbox Game Pass. I'm clearly, you know, I'm obviously not sponsored by them or anything, but a friend of mine figured out that they have a promotion going on right now. For $1, you can get 3 months of the Xbox Game Pass. Comes with Sea of Thieves, and if you have like a friend to play with or a couple of friends to play with, it's surprisingly a lot of fun. You know what I mean? It's like, the whole PvP aspect aside, being able to like find maps and like figure out where the treasures are hidden and then like digging it up, there's a real thrill to it, a real rush to figuring out these riddles that I don't really get from any other game. So it's a lot of fun. So I've been playing a lot of that. Final Fantasy XIV, I've gotten back into that with some friends, and that's about it in terms of games. Random, but have you ever played Animal Crossing? No, I have not. I know, so many doobers. Look at this army of doobers. Do you prefer vague or specific events when it comes to your scripts? Not sure what that means. The question's a little vague. I don't know. I'm not really sure what you're talking about. But the question itself is a little too vague. So many doobers. Because I'm going to Disney again, if you were to ask any character anything, who would it be and what would you ask? Let's see. I'd probably ask Woody if Andy ever calls or checks in on him. I like to think he does. Do you like horror games or movies? I like watching people play horror games, and I like watching horror movies. I do not like playing horror games. Unless it's something like I really enjoyed Resident Evil 2 Remake, as well as, what's the one that we played with the little girl in the yellow raincoat? That one was a lot of fun. Something Nightmare. Little Terrors. That was a lot of fun. Carlin, what question should I ask you? I should probably ask me that one. Pancakes or waffles? Pancakes. Though to be fair, I haven't really had a lot of waffles in my life. Paperweight Audio says so maybe more specific ones might be better in reference to what? But yes, probably, sure. What are your favorite types of scripts to do? I really like doing yandere stuff that really pushes my acting. You know, lets me kind of really embrace something new without being too out there. You know, I don't want to only be doing supernatural, paranormal, crazy stuff all the time. You know, but every now and then it's really nice. When are you going to fund Mariah's Q-Tip empire? I won't. Cardlin, can we have a bigger budget for... Oh my god. What else do we got here? Little Nightmares, that's the one. Little Nightmares, yeah, not Little Terrors. What am I talking about? Have you ever got into Apex Legends? Yeah, for a little bit. I was actually doing pretty well with it. Favorite type of Dairy Queen Blizzard? Haven't been there enough to have a favorite, unfortunately. Spring, summer, autumn, or winter? Winter and spring. I really love seeing the California hills when they're green. It really feels like I get this like spiritual fulfillment kind of feeling when I see the California hills and they're freshly green. Which meal of the day is the best? I guess breakfast. Have you read The Shining, Cardlin? I have. How did you find out you were great at ASMR or you loved doing it? Just gave it a try. Give it a shot. You know, I've been in a lot of online relationships, so a lot of people always complimented my voice. So I thought that when I saw people were doing this, I thought I'd give it a shot. Night or morning person? I guess I'm more of a morning person. How do you... I already answered that one. What about popsicle sticks? Can we have popsicle stick empire instead? Okay. Well, everything I see is Q-tips now, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next thing. What's your favorite go-to snack food? A banana? String cheese? Sliced cantaloupe? Looks like people for sure want to see the Cardigan one-on-one interviews. For sure want to see us play some Jackbox games. So we'll do the Jackbox games. We'll do it in this order. We'll hand out 2 stars for interviews. Then we'll do a Jackbox game real quick. We'll do the interviews afterwards so that they have some time to get set up and waiting in the interview room. And if we have time at the end of everything, we'll record an audio. So we'll go ahead and do that first. Here come the 2 stars. Now, here's how it works. In order to catch a star, you have to first meet the following requirements. You have to have Discord. You have to have Discord installed and ready to go. You have to be able to join servers on Discord so that we can get you in the right place. You got to be ready for the interview. You know, you got to want to be interviewed and want to talk. Got to promise not to be a jerk and say things that'll get me like kicked off YouTube. And most importantly, you have to type in !JUMP. Now, if you've already won a star, do me a favor. Don't jump for the star. You know, we're trying to get as many people in here who have not won before, who have not done this before. So if you have won a star before, we will double check across this spreadsheet thing we have. And if you have won one before, you'll be disqualified. So please don't make us do that. That's super awkward. So if you have not won a star before and you have Discord and you want to be interviewed and all that stuff, type in !JUMP when you see a star on the screen. It's going to roam left and right above the doobers, and then if you jump at the right time, you might be able to catch it. We're going to do 2 stars right now. First star, here we go. Good luck. Ooh, already caught. Let's see who we got. Haruka Hoshino has won. Congratulations, Haruka. 1 second, let me go ahead and double check this here thingy thing. Check in. Control F. Haruka. Not found. Haruka Hoshino, congratulations. You've officially won the first star. Good job. So here's what you gotta do. You gotta do me a favor and message Rocks on the Discord server. Either of my Patreon servers, message Rox, and she'll get you over to where you need to be, so that when it's time for the interview, you'll be in the room and ready to go. Haruka Hoshino, message Roxbox in any of my Discord servers right now, and Roxbox will get you over to where you need to be. Congratulations. Now here comes the second star. 1, a 2, a 3, a 3. Whoa, somebody got blown into a star. Mia Adele. Mia Adele, please confirm that you wanted to win, because I think you got blown into that star. Mia Adele, please confirm that you actually wanted to win. Mia Adele, unfortunately, does not have Discord. Okay, no more bombs. No bombs. Stop bombing, people. That's ridiculous. Alright, here comes another star. Flip. Oh, I think I saw who caught that. Betha Baloo. Betha Baloo and Haruka Hoshino, congratulations. You have won the 2 stars, and we're going to get you in on a one-on-one interview with yours truly in a little bit. But first, we're going to play some Jaxbox with the lovely mods, because they are great, and frankly, they deserve it. We're going to meet in our super secret Jeff Goldblum room. If I can find it. I cannot. There it is. Beep, boop, ba-doop, boop, boop. Ooh, that's some spicy Goldblum right there. You know how I like my Goldblum. Bloomin'. In full bloom. Some spicy Goldblum right there. Alright, hold on. Let me... Alright, so, Jaxbox 5 or 4? We're doing 2 calls today. Launching Jackbox 4. Stopping the YouTube copyright-free music, which I always get dinged for anyway. Box games. Calling the modesses. That's a scary sound. Civic Doodle bracketeering. You know, when in doubt, Fibbage 3, right? We've had enough technical difficulties today. Let's stick with what we know. Are you there, by the way? I don't know if I can hear you all. Oh, it's hello.
Hello.
Hey, it's Rox.
Hey, it's me.
Rox, I turned you up just to make sure. Fibbage trace.
Yay!
Yay.
Me.
Sorry, I had no sound.
As long as you can hear us now.
Ree's here?
I'm here.
Ree's here. Everybody here.
Yay!
I think Rox, you're too loud. Let me turn it down. Like whenever you speak, it goes into like dark red. Yikes.
Uh-oh.
Really
That's
same.
how
I'm
far
hope-
I'm turned down.
I'm like staring my video baby monitor like a hawk.
Oh, okay. Well, if you go off running, we'll understand why.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just hand my phone to Cal or something.
Yo, Megalina.
Let's do page 3.
Rox ASMR.
That's all Eddie out of the chat has done.
That's the real collab. That's the
There
real
you
collab
go.
everybody wants.
Roxanne typing.
Press button. Press button.
Oh gosh,
There
I
it is.
have to join. Okay, I was too busy setting people up for the calls to actually pay attention to what was going on.
Thank you for that, by the way. Also, first in the room. All right.
Shit.
Off to a good
I mean,
start.
darn. Can't swear YouTube.
I think as long as you don't swear in the first 30 minutes, you're good.
Are we gonna
Don't
test
encourage
that?
him.
I think we just hit 30 minutes, so I think we're okay.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna put the game on the screen.
Woo!
Already is
Woo.
on the. No, it's not on the screen yet. It's about to be.
Oh, okay. So I'll hold off on the F-bombs for 5 more minutes.
Blip. Go to jackbox.tv and enter the following code to join our game. As either a member of the game or a member of the audience, you at home can play. Welcome to
David.
Kylie O. Welcome to Doodle Bob. Welcome to Ariadne. Welcome to Spidey Faye, and welcome to Jadzia. Welcome to the audience members as well. Let's get a move on. We're starting. Here goes.
Let's go! Oh, Aries in here. Oh, there's new friends in here too. Very exciting.
Should I take off the doobers? Are the doobers too big?
I
Eh.
think yes.
Welcome to
Bye,
Fibbage.
doobers.
Reminder, this
Remember,
no
if you
longer
miss,
counts
you
as
miss
college
yourselves, it's because
credits.
of rocks.
8 players.
Okay,
That's
just
enough to
like
field
me.
an
I'll
official
play bad guy,
korfball
that's fine.
team. And yet you chose to play this game. I thank you. Oh, and anyone else who wants to get in can be in the audience. You can vote on decoy answers
Yeah,
to
if you
trip up
guys
the
were too
players,
late to get
and you
in,
get to
still
take a
join the
shot at
audience,
guessing
'cause
the
the
truth.
audience still
Let's
gets
play.
to do a lot.
It's true. Audience kind of
This
determines
is
the winner
round
sometimes.
1, where you'll get 500
Most of the
points
time.
for fooling the other players with your lies. And you'll get a cool 1,000 for finding the
Nicolene
truth.
says, "Woo, beat Cardlin, y'all." Based on the way things have been
Time
going
to pick a
lately,
category.
not very hard to do. Humble beginnings, prison features, free wedding. Free wedding. Weddings are expensive. I like a free wedding.
All right, question 1. Sorry, but you missed your chance to enter the 2017 Marry Me on a Blank sweepstakes. Now use your device to enter a lie that might deceive other players into picking it. If you can't think of anything, that Lie For Me button will give you a suggestion for half the points. Do it now.
I spend too much time with real weddings to think of a lie related
Write
to
something
weddings.
quick.
How
or
much does
use
a
the
wedding
Lie For
cost
Me
on
button.
average, would you say?
Oh, Jesus.
The U.S. average right now, I want to say, is between $25,000
All
and
right, now find the
$30,000.
truth
Oh my
and
God.
select it on your device.
Oh, wow. Mine was way cheaper than that.
Yeah, but the biggest factor in any wedding is always the number of people you invite. If you want to have a cheaper wedding, you
I know
invite
the answer
less
isn't
people.
polar bear.
It should
Yeah.
be.
I think we only had like 32 people at our wedding.
Though. Yeah. I had a lot
All
more than
right,
that.
who picked what?
Well, we paid for it ourselves. That's why it's 32.
I have
Having a
so
married
much
space.
family.
Nah, I don't.
Well, technically we had two
And it
weddings.
was also...
One was the legal one.
Was that
Those are
planned?
really
Oh, that's right. You guys did a hand fasting, didn't you?
Oh, that's cool. Doodle Bob. I wanted that to be true. Hi, Leo.
Wow.
Nice.
I
Great lie.
I
guessed.
like how we got some new people in today.
Me too. I love seeing new names.
Yacht.
Making new friends.
What is yacht?
Yacht.
Yeah.
How is pronounced yacht?
People.
Hey, all right.
And no one is surprised that that was Cardlin's lie. Is it really a megabus?
Da-ba-ba-bam-ba-bam. Hey, Faye and I.
The
All right.
upper decker of weddings.
Wait, how did I betray you? I didn't betray you. Excuse you.
Who's trying what now? What?
I don't know. I was
Hey,
reading
check
chat
out
for
this
wedding
thing I
related
found.
questions because they're like the only questions I'm actually qualified to answer, but like,
I'm only qualified in the way that I had
This
one.
hand-colored etching
that's a
from
big old
1806 is titled Dan Lambert, the Wonderful Blank of Little Britain. All right, type in your lies.
are you kidding me?
I think I know this one. Oh, yeah.
Hurry!
Oh,
hit the
dang
like
it.
button if you can't think of
Well, at
something.
least now we know thing.
I had to make it big. Oh, I had to
Okay,
make
which
it big
one's
to
the
read.
truth?
All right, everyone who gets this wrong needs a better monitor.
Yeah, for real.
Image did not pay attention.
No, they did not.
Very
They needed
much.
to do more game testing.
For anyone who's playing at home, the hint is Charlie
And what
Brown.
did people pick?
One
Gotcha.
Gun Wonder. Nice. I like that one. I don't think it's a political cartoon. I think it's like a. I don't actually know if this term is correct, but like, you know, like an oddity or a sideshow thing, because that used to be, you know, things that people would do in places.
Maybe it's like an advertisement.
Yeah, like an
Wonderful
advertisement.
watermelon. I like that.
I think Wonderful Watermelon is a fantastic nickname for someone.
When Cardin
makes
Audio
them sound
eventually goes
round and
down,
cute.
I'm reopening as Wonderful Watermelon.
Fantastic. Can't wait.
Dude, bad. The name was on the thing. It's like written right there.
This
Yeah,
picture,
yeah,
of course, depicts the proud
That's what Rox said.
17th
Rox
century
pointed it out. She's
tradition
like, the
of
title
body
is on the
shaming.
image. I was like, oh, you're right.
It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
It just makes me want to watch James and the Giant Peach, I'm not gonna lie. I used to love that
Why
movie.
is Cardlet in first?
Yeah, what
I'm
the
trying
hell?
not to bring attention to it.
Select a category.
Mhm.
Cardlet's not allowed to win.
It's
Yeah,
true.
what the hell is
Try
this?
this one. The business-savvy monks at the Cistercian Abbey of Our Lady of Spring Bank made money by selling
I'm sorry,
blank
that cannot
online.
be a real Abbey.
Okay, enter your lies.
What?
Well, hold on. Making money by selling.
Oh, I have to have an appropriate answer.
Rocks.
I will maybe behave. I'll behave, I promise.
Hurry, use the lie for me button if you're stuck. Okay, look for the truth and pick it.
Cysts. That for sure isn't right.
I don't know how you would sell that online. Nudes. Seriously, guys.
Nudes.
It wasn't me.
It's gonna be Cardlet. It's gonna be Cardlet.
No, I did a better one.
Uh-huh. Chat is yelling at me. It was not me this time.
love this
I swear. I'm behaving because YouTube's a butt.
Hey.
I told you.
Hot
I
sauce.
can only do so much, Ree. You know, it's life is pain. It's fine. Oh shit! I just spilled tea everywhere. Dang it!
Ooh, spilling tea.
Oh. I'm sorry, all the videos about James Charles have already been done.
I chose it. Too bad.
Oh, that was a good one.
Bam!
Dang. Is it really?
Seriously?
I almost selected that one, but I was like, that seems
How is an
outlandish.
Abby making ink and toner?
I don't know. I wish I do.
Just got
Why are they
time?
allowed to sell ink and toner? Like, aren't you already getting money just from existing?
On to
Like,
road
Yeah,
two,
plus
where
weren't the
all point
Inkins
values
like,
I guess,
are
you know,
equal.
depends on how much money
eliminated a
they're
long
getting.
time ago in history? There
Yes.
are no
Choose
Inkins
a
anymore.
category.
exactly
Everybody
that.
knows it. It's a joke.
Prison features.
Okay, here's your question. During the time it was open, Alcatraz was the only federal prison that had blank.
Xbox.
Type in your lies now.
Don't think so.
Rick, I used to know this.
Finish quick.
I knew it.
Just hit
Oh
the
my
lie
gosh,
for me
crap.
button.
Oh, I hate you.
Is it Wi-Fi?
Yes.
Know it.
Okay, where's the truth?
I love that. That is the most satisfying thing. Like, oh, your answer was too close to correct. Like, yes, obscure Alcatraz knowledge on point. I watched all those documentaries and
I was gonna say it had to be watched weird documentaries.
I watch a lot of weird documentaries.
what did
and I've
everyone
watched like
pick?
at least 4 just about Alcatraz, and like probably another 4 just about the dudes who escaped from it and then just like disappeared. Like I've watched a lot of weird documentaries.
Do the bad. Ree, you got us.
That was a good line, Ree. Its own boat.
How come nobody ever chooses mine?
Because we all know it's you. So, how sad would that be? That's a good lie, though. I mean, 'cause I don't think anyone really
Brandy
asked
soap.
for specialized meals back then.
Prisoners.
Oh, puppy.
Aw.
I wanted it to be true.
What?
Yes.
That sucks.
That was
Yeah.
before somebody hogged all the hot water. I'm talking to you, C-Block.
Hidayah says, Cardland, your lies are not that great.
What? It would need a boat. It's on an island. It's well thought. That's a well
Okay,
thought out
pick a category.
deep lie.
Also, all hail the Watcher.
Do the bad.
I see you can't be bothered. Here's the question. If you want to help it reach its goal of 150,000 signatures, log into change.org and sign the petition titled Rename Fire Ants to blank.
I am
Enter your
sorry,
lies
why
now.
is this an actual question? Like, how is this a trivia thing that people are actually supposed to know? Like,
I
if
don't
it's under 150,000 or 150,000 signatures, that doesn't make sense. That's not a trivia fact. That's just like, I was on StumbleUpod one day and came across this thing, haha.
Hurry up, use a suggestion if you can't think of anything. Okay, seek the truth.
Liar, liar, ants on fire.
I want that one to be true so bad.
Fire
Stinging
boys.
boyfriend. Oh my god. Just I like just
Stinking boyfriend.
Let's see what everybody selected.
Nice one. Fire boys. Doodle bab.
Yeehoy,
Crawling
fire.
fire.
Cherries, okay.
That was a lie to me because I couldn't get over like my bewilderment that this is a question.
How'd no one pick that one? It's so good.
I gave you a like at the end if it makes you feel any
That's
better.
fair, I guess. That's awesome.
Together we can make a difference.
Oh my gosh. Oh, how far I fell. Rip.
Give me a category.
Mommy.
Go, Ree, go.
Here's a question for you. While renovating his home in 1963, a Turkish man in the Cappadocia region was surprised to
Cappadocia.
find blank. Write your lies now. Write something quick or use the lie for me button.
Type quick.
Okay, here are your choices.
A corpse. All of these are so good. What the heck?
1,000 Pete Rose baseball cards.
I want that one to be true. I also want Bill Gates' driver's license to be true.
All right, let's see what you guys picked.
That was a good lie.
Vinci.
That was a good lie, Ari. I appreciate it.
That's how a
Dude,
horror
man.
movie starts.
That's how you find out, like, your
Let's go,
house is
Faye.
haunted.
All right.
Yeah.
We got us.
Also how a horror movie starts.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Nice.
That just becomes a feature of the house.
It's a thing that actually happens, like, surprisingly often.
Covered bunnies and they were alive. That's too many.
Too specific, but I loved it. Like, that was fantastic. I want this one to be true very badly. Oh, that was a quality.
A lost city.
Yay!
What? A whole city?
Just the whole city.
What?
Apparently.
I'm doing very good at this game.
Turkish man finds city under house.
Welcome
Final
to the final
bib-
fibbage.
final-
It's your last chance at points,
final
and it's worth triple.
fibbage.
Don't blow it.
Big.
On April 16th, 2007, astronaut Sunita Williams became the first person to blank a blank in space. All right, type in
I
your
already know
lies.
the answer to this one. Okay, so I looked up this guy who found a whole damn city under his house.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Okay,
just
find
like
the
a
truth.
small city. It was like miles of tunnels that connect it to other underground ancient cities. With like kitchens and schools. Like it's like what the hell? Okay.
not gonna let a pregnant lady into space, are they?
No.
No.
They don't let a pregnant lady on a plane.
None of those
All
are
right,
what I
let's
thought
see
they
what
were.
everybody picked.
I was 100% sure it was going to be have a period.
Eat a taco. Do the bab.
How would you do that in space?
Gotta make one.
Let's go, let's go. Give a hoot.
Pollute in space.
Ladies were in space before. I guess I am ignorant of the history of women in space, and now I feel appropriately chastised for it.
You know, the first Canadian woman in space was
Run a
Roberta Bond.
marathon. How's that even work?
Why
So
does
that's
everyone
why
know
the
that?
Space shuttle has an obnoxious 26.2 sticker on it.
Those 26.2 stickers ready to make me feel inadequate.
Ree!
Yay!
Ree, the sleeper hit. Ree, congratulations for winning. Luna will now sing the Fibbage 3 song.
Aww.
I miss Luna.
Moment of silence for lack of Luna.
May we remember her fondly in our hearts. Until next week. Whatever the next one is.
Or whenever she's next online.
I'll make her sing it for me.
Sing in your hearts. Sing like Luna would sing.
Everyone, you can sing it. It's okay. I request the audience participation. It really is the best ending song,
Fibbage
though. I'm not gonna lie.
3. That's beautiful. All right, we got to close this up, but do the lovely mods and modesses want to say anything in farewell?
Are we supposed to? Bye!
Bye!
Look at the pictures of the city, because I'm still thinking about it, and then I can talk to you about it later.
It's crazy looking. That the whole city's underground?
Yes! And there's like more than one! Like multiple cities!
Reminds me of Dark
Connected
Souls.
by miles of tunnels.
That's weird. That's creepy.
It's ridiculous.
Let me turn on the thing. Dubers. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye!
All right, let's get over to this here interview, shall we? I believe first up was Haruka Hoshino. Haruka Hoshino, will you do me a favor and join me in the call channel? Whenever you're ready, yo. Hey. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You hear me? Everything's good? You hear me? Everything's all right? You good?
Yes.
Awesome. You know, it's crazy. I've been seeing your name for like months and months and months for the longest time now. I can't believe we've never spoken.
I know. It was just karaoke, I think, like ages ago.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I remember that a long time ago. Back when I used to show up for karaoke, huh?
I just said, yeah.
Those are good
Complicated
times.
now. I sang My Reflection from Mulan in Spanish. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh. Vaguely, yeah. A little bit. Good times.
Yeah.
Hoshino Haruka. How are you?
I'm fine. It's very hot in here.
Oh, really? Is it? Well, I guess summer's already kicking off out there, huh? Where are you, by the way? You don't mind my asking?
No, I'm in Mexico. But
Okay.
I don't know why it's so hot. It's abnormal.
It's definitely freezing up here. So if you want to trade a little bit, just a little bit, I don't like heat either, but we can trade. You can have a little bit of our cold.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
So how does it feel to win a star? You've been like coming to these for forever, and you finally get to hop in. Why don't you tell everybody here about how long you've been coming and how you first became a cardigan and everything, and how it is that you came to be here today and all that?
First, it was like a year and a half ago, more or less.
Dang.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Nice. But you've been like doing this for 3 years, right? So I'm just in the middle of it.
Yeah, I'm a little bit. I'm working on 4 years now. Jeez.
Yay. It's gonna be a celebration. Well, it was that, but I actually started interacting when you opened the Discord channel, and I
Okay.
was surprised because I didn't even know what Discord was. So, I don't know. The cardigans are so nice. I've made so much friends that still to this day I see them and it's like, hey.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, yeah. I mean, you are a legendary name in the community. I definitely been seeing your name for forever.
And I haven't been in the Discord server for ages, so I was like, I don't know if people still remember that I'm there. So good to know.
Well, I'm glad you started coming back around.
Yeah, especially for the Patreon streams. I work sometimes on Saturdays, so that's why I wasn't able to make it. But I always watch them, and they're so much fun.
Oh, well, I'm glad. I'm glad. Okay, so you finally want to star. You're here. Here you are. You got the microphone. What would you like to do? I don't want to waste any of your time. Do you have any questions? Do you have any shout outs you want to make? Anything you want to know? Anything that's been burning in the back of your mind? Keep in mind,
Sure.
this is Patreon stuff, so you're welcome to ask even crazy questions. Just not too crazy, but if you want to ask us, if you have any questions been burning in the back of your mind, please, by all means, ask away.
Sure. Well, a couple of them actually. I've seen them for at least since I'm part of the community. You've been doing the live script fields, and I was wondering, is there a point in the channel history where you want to take back the writing of the audios, or is it only going to be script fields? Not that I have a problem with that. I love them, but I'm sometimes like, I don't know what type of thing you would write at this point after all the audios that you made.
I definitely do think about it sometimes, and it's something that, when I started out, I wrote the majority of my scripts, and then I wrote maybe about half of my scripts, and now it's at the point where I don't write any of my scripts. And I made a conscious decision to not write scripts because of a couple of reasons. The first reason is I wanted to avoid burnout. And I felt like if I had to be creative for my job, it would burn me out quicker than anything. So I wanted to definitely avoid that. That seemed to be one of the biggest problems that was troubling YouTubers, just in general. You're always hearing stories about YouTubers burning out and having to take big long breaks and whatnot. So I was really scared of that. The second reason is because, I'm practicing to become a voice actor, and voice actors don't necessarily usually write their own stuff. Usually voice actors are recording other people's scripts, and I figured it wouldn't really be a lot of practice for me to write things that I understand and already kind of, I've written out of my own mind. I feel like a big part of voice acting is understanding the character and their motivations and being able to interpret all of that just from the script. And if I was reading my own scripts, I wasn't really learning much from that.
Oh, okay. So it's like having a challenge there because it's not you, and you don't think of yourself as you when you do the script. So it's just the idea of the person that writes it.
Exactly. And some unexpected benefits that came from it is that, I get to really showcase other people's work. People get to participate in the channel. It's not just me and my rambling. It's it's showcasing the work of other artists, both like traditional artists and like artists who are writers and whatnot. And I really love the fact that I can, I learned that there's a certain pride now for people who've been able to submit scripts and had their scripts read, and it's really cool that I'm able to, maybe somebody needed a little boost in confidence. Maybe it really means a lot to somebody, and the fact that I can bring them that and at the same time help other people with a video, it's so many stacking benefits, one on top of another. But that having been said, I do hope to start writing my scripts again. Well, I mean, not all the time, but maybe like once or twice when I feel like the inspiration to. If
Yeah.
ever I do, it'll be more for fun and for expression than as a regular thing. I don't want to get back into the process of writing all my scripts.
Yes. And speaking of, because I've seen that, like the artists that get the art displayed or the script, and they're so glad about that. But I was wondering about the collabs, and well, I've seen also the people who collab with you be very happy because they're able to do that. So you do have like an impact in the roleplay community, if you can call it like that. Are you conscious of that? Um, not help, but like that impact you make in the other people's careers, let's call them that, or is it just the collab for you, like the fun of it?
Well, I was actually, it's funny you should mention that. I was actually just talking with Not Who Rose Thinks about this earlier, and he mentioned something along the lines of how the collab we did together like really boosted his numbers, and he went from, I don't know, he went from some smaller number to some bigger number, and he was really grateful, and we're talking about the next collabs we're gonna do and all that. And to me, I like doing. It's a give and take. I like doing collabs because I like boosting other people up, and I like being able to do different types of work that require different types of voices. I of course love boosting people up because I believe strongly in the fact that a rising tide raises all ships, or something like that.
Yeah.
Basically, the belief that it's not about competition, it's about growing the community, and that I want more people doing what I do. I want more people listening to what I do, not only just what I do, but what other people do, because the more people that start listening to audios, the more it becomes a normal habit for everybody, and the more the bigger the community becomes, the more normalized listening to audios becomes, and just like the more people that get helped in the end of the day, and the bigger audience pool in general there is for everybody to pick from.
Yeah, no, and the good thing is we get to know a lot of people that we didn't. For example, I think I got to Madam Wigglesworth because of you, something like that. But
Nice.
yeah, you get to discover other people for that. And for the collabs, do you like people who are similar to you, to your style of doing audios, or completely the opposite?
To be honest, I like doing collabs with people who are similar in terms of work ethic. I like helping people that are clearly in it, and they're serious about it, and they've got like a strong work ethic, and they put a lot of quality. You can tell that they put a lot of elbow grease into their work.
Yeah.
They really polish up their channel. They really care about their fans. They really, curate their scripts. When somebody really puts a lot of work into their channel, I think it really shows, and those are the kind of people that I like boosting up and working with.
Yes. You said ethics with that, and I don't know if this is a crazy question, but you asked me for one, so.
No, go ahead.
For example, I've seen other performers saying they want to distance themselves from mental health related audios because they think they can be harmful, like in the long run. I know you, of course, you do a lot of those. So what's your take on that? Like, do you think there's a possibility for them to be harmful, or do you try to have certain standards for them not to turn that way?
Well, whenever I do a mental health audio, I try to make sure that it's something that's helpful, that wouldn't be damaging, that wouldn't encourage harmful activities or actions. But of course, I'm not a trained professional, so what do I know what's harmful and what isn't, right? What do I know what should or shouldn't be said to somebody? But I do know that there isn't only one solution to every problem. And that while some people getting like paid professional therapy is definitely what's going to work for them, some people might just need a little audio boost, Some people might just need that little pick-me-up. They might just need to hear words they've never heard before, like "I love you," or "You're great," or "You can do it," or "I believe in you." You know, not everybody needs. You know, different tools fix different problems, and it's not that one tool is better than another, or one tool is more important than another. It's just that you need different tools for different things. And I think that what I do, what we ASM artists do, is one type of tool that can help people. But it's definitely not going to replace other types of tools that help people as well. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely don't mean to be damaging if by maybe naively suggesting something or saying something that I shouldn't or should be harmful, but I also don't think that anybody has the one answer to every problem, and that it's good that people have options like mine.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. So that was my...
Unfortunately, Haruka, we got to start wrapping it up. Unfortunately, we got to get going here. But before I go, is there anything that you wanted to, any last thing you wanted to say, any last shout out you wanted to make, before I got to let you go?
Well, I just want to thank you for all the work that you do, because I know it's not easy to pull up 3-4 audios a week. So I think that, and no, I'm very happy that I'm able to be part of this community and the happy moments and memories that I have from them.
Oh, that's so sweet. Well, thank you for being part of the community for so long, and thank you so much for being such like such a pleasant and just happy face in this sea of faces. Like when I see your name, it's so familiar that it makes me happy. And as for what you're saying, like making all these audios every week is not easy. That's true, but that's what makes it easier is having such a solid team of people around me who help keep me going. Not just the script writers and the artists, but also people like Luna and Kara, Rox, Ree, all the people on the team who really help with every little bit that basically helps. Every person is another buffer keeping me from burnout. And without them, I would have burned out years ago. But with them, it's, we all work together to make this big machine that is Cardland Audio keep working. So thank you to everybody. And thank you to you, Haruka, for the sweet questions and for winning a star and for being part of the community.
No problem. Thank you.
All right. You have a good one, okay?
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Betha Baloo! Come on into the call channel whenever you're ready, Betha Baloo. Haruka Hoshino, thank you so much. I love this song.
Hi.
Betha Baloo!
Hi there. Sorry, I just had to mute the YouTube video because it was lagging behind a little bit.
It's okay. So is that how I pronounce your name? Is it Betha Baloo?
Yes. It actually used to be Betha Balloony, and I had people mispronouncing it Betha Baloney all over the place. So Betha Baloo it became.
Betha Baloo is great. To be fair, Betha Baloney is also great.
I actually had a little character made up that I used to draw of a bologna slice with my glasses and ponytail.
Yay!
And I thought it was it was super cute, but
everybody needs a logo. That's the perfect logo. It's like a little bologna slice, and you put the little pimentos and everything in it. Oh.
Yeah, I thought that was cute, but I switched to Betha Baloo because I was tired of people mispronouncing it. Maybe I'll make Betha Baloney again one day.
Okay. I'm happier in my heart knowing that one day Betha Baloney may write again. So Betha Baloo, hello, nice to meet you. You're a new name around here, right? I don't think I've seen you around too often.
I actually just discovered Cardland Audio a couple weeks ago.
What?
So yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Okay, so I want to hear the story. What did you hear first? Where did you hear it? How did you come here? How did you get to be here right now? Are you one of the many people who found me on Pornhub like so many other people?
Gosh, I am not a regular visitor of Pornhub, so no.
Okay. I am.
So
Hello.
went on vacation to visit a friend of mine, and it was way up in Vermont, and I got like the most knocked down, drag out case of pneumonia. And when I got home, I had to call out sick from work like 3-4 days in a row. And I was sick in bed, like feverish, just looking for something to comfort me. And I typed in ASMR, sick, comfort, something like that. And one of your videos popped up. And I think it was one of the boyfriend, you don't look so good, or something like that. And from there, I just started exploring the channel, and I found just about every audio that kind of hit my buttons, which is like not really the established relationship stuff, but like the confessions and the fantasy and a couple of the yandere. So.
Did you like that? I recently did one called Voice Memo. Did you like it? That's like one of my favorite confession ones.
Oh, I love it so much. I can't. I'm hoping for another installment.
You're not gonna get one. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's ended. That's it. That's the end of the story. It's one of those ones where it's just like it has to be bittersweet because that's what's so beautiful about it.
As a writer, I can understand that. I will forever long, and I'll just have to write the fan fiction for it in my head.
All right. So I have two questions. Before we go into your questions, I have two questions for you. You say you're a writer. Are you gonna write me scripts?
I already have, and I sent it in.
Oh, excuse me.
And you liked it.
Oh, well,
so you said.
Me.
I called it To All the Cardlands I've Loved Before.
Oh.
Do you remember?
I think
it was based on.
I go through a lot of scripts.
I know you do. No, it's based on To All the Boys I've Loved Before, and in it, the listener had a letter confession to Cardland that they wrote. Accidentally get sent. Are you remembering it now, or are you just like? Yes. Okay.
It's a good one. So here's the second question. It's far more important. Can I, on the art and on the description for that video, write written by Betha Baloney?
Yes, but only if you let me send you my little baloney icon.
Okay, if you can make me a little transparent, little. It's like I'm talking little. Okay, I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be like a quarter of the screen. But if you have a tiny little Betha Baloney icon,
it'll be 50 by 50 pixels.
50 by. Okay, yeah, we can make that work. A little baloney. It's got. I mean, it better. You better make it happen. I'm saying.
I will let you credit me as Betha Baloney. Even without the image, that it has to live in infamy.
You heard it here first, folks. Betha Baloney. Wait for it. Coming to Cardland Audio 2019. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. I have scripts in my archive that have been there for years.
Oh yeah, I have been up and down the Discord, and I have stories about how long it's taken you to record a script.
And I have them, and they're there, and they're perfectly good scripts. It's just I don't know. It just never seems like the right time.
I don't know. I'm kind of hoping the exposure on the stream is going to put a little bit of a nail in you. Just a bit.
Jeez.
I'm kidding.
Way to put me on blast there, Betha Baloney. All right, Betha Baloney.
I'm manipulative.
Before we start running out of time here, I want to make sure you get your chance to say everything you want to say, ask everything you want to ask, give all the shout-outs you want to give, and go.
So, first question is, the point of fibbage is to be convincing, right?
At a certain point, when you know you're not going to win, I always do this with games, and some see it as tanking, and some see it as specifically tanking a game. I personally like to consider it, I'm winning my own game. At that point in the game, I change the rules to how funny can I be. And guess what? I always win. Because you know what? Liar, liar, ants on fire is the funniest answer that question's ever gotten. And I don't care what anyone says.
The truth is spicy boys. And that is so much funnier.
I did vote for that. And it's not funny because it's a meme. And liar, liar, ants on fire is timeless. Thank you very much.
It's okay. It is pretty funny. I have to tell you that. So, since I'm a writer, most of my questions are going to be writing based. You already answered, the questions I had about my script. Mm-hmm. So what I really want to know is what you want in the future. Are there any characters that you're really itching to do, or any stories that you're really itching to have told that you haven't seen submitted yet?
based on what it seems people want the most, it seems like most, like, here's the top 3 things I got asked for. Collabs, series, which is to say, like, scripts that go on for, like, 5 scripts or so. And,
I know Yandere is up there. Like, I know it's up there
Yandere's
because
definitely-
everybody
people love
goes
Yandere.
nuts over it.
Yeah, the third most was just actually just a scattering of different, like, specific types of scripts. But as for
Yeah.
me, something that I'd like to do, I mean, I've always had, like, specific scenarios in my head that I've wanted written out. Things that just have, I don't know, I've never seen quite done right. Like, I know, like, the thing is, like, the things that I want to do are things that are fun for Cardlin, but not necessarily always fun for the listener. But, like, one that I had in mind was, like, there's this beautiful scene I had in mind where it's, like, this, like, grizzled, tough, but hopeful knight. Like, kind of like that, like, he's like a grizzled old knight who has lost all hope in the world, but found some again in this like, priestess that he's been traveling with. I'm thinking of, like, old, like, D&D type scenarios.
Okay.
But basically, they're, like, on the cusp of, like, the final battle. Like, the battle that they are going to head into tomorrow is going to decide the fate of the world. And he was a hopeless drunk who was saved from the brink by this hopeful, inspiring, motivating priest. And together they've been through so much, and she's helped him find faith again, and she's helped him find a purpose again. And they're having this talk the night before where they basically, they make peace with the fact that they might die, they might lose, the world might fall apart because of them, the world might be fixed because of them, and what's going to happen the next day will decide and redefine everything. And they're sharing this last night together, and maybe that's also, like, those, it's, he, through a sense of duty and purpose, has never really tried to make anything more of it. And she, has, out of her sense of piety and whatnot, has also done the same, but maybe now on the brink of everything, they, I don't know, who knows what happens. I've seen it play out where, like, something happens. I've seen it play out where nothing happens. I've seen it play out where, there's just so many places to go, and I just love that scenario. It's something I've always wanted to see done as a script.
That sounds pretty darn amazing. You're probably going to get 50 of those in the next week now that we've talked about it live. At least I certainly hope so.
What about you?
I definitely. I've got a couple in the works. I actually, inspired by some not recent, but inspired by some personal life experience, I thought I'd write something where you're the Tooth Fairy.
The Tooth Fairy.
The Tooth Fairy. So, first installment, you come to visit the listener to collect their wisdom teeth because you have a quota to fill, and just ain't enough kids to give teeth these days, or who believe. And then the second installment, they're having, like, some tooth pain, and you come back to repay the favor and, like, relieve them of the tooth pain a little with your Tooth Fairy magic.
And then romance happens, or it's just like magical Tooth Fairy, and then see you later.
Well, I figured maybe, like, part of the Tooth Fairy magic is, like, you gotta kiss her cheek or something,
Well, I'll tell you what, I really love the idea of the Tooth Fairy, like, patrol, Tooth Fairy Association, just like having to visit adults because they're like, it's just not enough kids. Too many kids are brushing their teeth. There's not enough kids losing teeth, so we had to, like, we're coming for wisdom teeth now and fully grown adults. So yeah, it's me again.
I just thought,
hello.
like, it was like the wisdom teeth thing was suggested by somebody else in the Discord because I mentioned a Tooth Fairy and I had not yet, like, put in the message about, like, yeah, I've been having some tooth pain recently. I just said Tooth Fairy, and then everybody else was like, oh yeah, this, that, and I was like, well, I guess wisdom teeth would probably be a good in, and then we could move to the tooth pain from there.
You know it helps with tooth pain.
I wasn't gonna make it spicy, but now I feel like I may have to.
See, that's what I'm saying. I feel like you were always gonna make it spicy. I feel like you wanted me to take the conversation to this level.
I am so bad at writing spicy. I am so bad.
It's okay. Stick to tooth fairies, and I think you're gonna
And
be
cheek
all right.
kisses.
Tooth fairies and cheek kisses. Though I am seeing people say, make it spicy. Not even in like the YouTube chat, in like my private chats. Like people are messaging me saying like, tell them to make it spicy.
I will try my best.
All right. Unfortunately, we got to start wrapping this up. But before we do, is there any last thing you wanted to say or ask or know or shout out or anything like that?
Well, I do want to shout out some other people in the Discord, Midnight and Moriah and Mego, because they've been like super, super nice to me. Like being in this community has been so great. Like just the 2 weeks that I've been here have been amazing. You will not find any more supportive people than the Cardigans. So and anything. I actually ended up joining the Patreon because in my fever, I couldn't find the Safe for Work Discord. So I was like, I'll just pledge $5 and find some people who can help me like proofread the script.
A+. Good job. Thank you very much.
But now I'm here to stay. I'm definitely here to stay. It's such and like I've just enjoyed myself way, way too much.
Can I say something? At the risk of sounding horribly cruel. Okay, first off, the Cardigans are amazing. You're absolutely right. I cannot ask for a better community of sweeter, nicer people who are so welcoming and just so, so cozy and sweet and like funny and random and hilarious. And, they make me feel like a superstar, and I can't say enough good things about the Cardigans. Now, that having been said, of all the people to hang out with, I mean, don't get me wrong, Midnight's great, but Mariah and Mega, I'm just saying.
Nice.
Of all the bad
They
examples,
can hear
of all
you.
the bad influences, of all Mariah and Megalina, of all people. I'm kidding. Don't cry. Don't get mad. Don't cry. Don't get mad. This is for all the times I'm playing Fibbage and you tell me to lose, Megalina. You know why.
They are gonna cry. So they're gonna come in my DMs and tell me just how cruel you are and how could I even talk to you anymore and why would you say such a thing?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to deal with that.
The mods are gonna tell me the same thing, and they're gonna be like, I know it's jokes, but you have to understand some of these people are sensitive. I'm like, but it was clearly a joke, and then be like, well, okay, I get that it was a joke, and maybe you got that it was a joke, but not everybody always understands it's a joke. It's like my week. It's like my life. But yeah, please continue hanging out with Midnight. Drop the other two, and everything else is fine. Other than that, everything else. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Mariah and Megalina, you are perfectly adequate. You're great.
Well, I have to say, like, never expected to catch that star, and just thank you so, so much. It was so great to get to talk to you.
Yeah, congratulations on grabbing the star. Thank you so much for jumping on here. You've been a blast to talk to, really comfortable, really cozy, and really, you seem really at peace. Like so we got some people on here who are pretty nervous, but this has been really chill.
Oh my God,
fun.
You can't see how much I'm shaking.
You're doing great. All right. Well, Beth Baloney, I'll be waiting for that little transparent logo. Send
of course.
it over ASAP. Though, of course, now all the artists are going to ask for me to allow certain, like, watermarks and logos, and which is fine. Which is
then
fine.
I won't do it. If that's going to start a precedent, I won't do it.
If it's equally adorable, it's fine. And if I get a put written by Betha Baloney on the script, then this is a price I'm willing to pay.
I'm gonna have to. My name has been Trash Nachan with Beth. I'm gonna have to change it to Betha Baloney now. They're not gonna let me alone until I do.
What's happening right now is in chat. Mariah is saying Meg and I will co-write a Comfort for Adequate People script, and the thing is, she's not joking. I'm really gonna get that. And then now I'm gonna have to read it. And this is the price I pay for my jokes. But it's part of the job. I love it. Perfectly adequate.
Okay, I think I've kept you way too long. You have plenty of other things you should be doing.
Beth Baloo, it's been
No.
a pleasure. Thank you so much. Congratulations on winning the star. You are a sweetheart. Thank you so much for finding me, for joining the community, and for finding 3 very great people to hang out with in the community.
Of course. And again, thank you for having me. Good night to you, and good night to the YouTube video. I think I can finally take it off mute now.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Okie dokie. I think that about brings us to a lovely end here. I gotta get ready to get going. Pick up my boy from his super fancy anime convention he went to. Let's hang out for a little bit, huh? Let's give us like 5-10 minute little wind down. Any questions? Anything on your mind? Anything y'all want to know? Anything that doesn't have to do with Q-tips or popsicle sticks? Silence in the chat. In that case, no. Glares. Everybody mad. Midnight's angry. When I said Midnight was perfectly fine. That's great. What's his favorite anime? Well, I heard his favorite anime is Gurren Lagann, but you might have to ask him yourself. Do you actually answer Patreon messages? Yeah. It's probably one of the best ways to reach me, to be honest. I'm not going to answer it immediately, but you'll definitely get an answer. Will there be a part 3 to Bounty Hunter? Yeah, Varen is here in chat. Why don't you ask them? But yes, there's going to be a part 3, a part 4, and a part 5, and then it'll be over. KB Yohorn says, Carlin, if you could go one place you've never been before, where would you go? I want to go to Tokyo. Cardi, will you come to Australia? Maybe. The missus wants me to go. Cardi, would it be okay if I sent some treats from England? Oh, pip pip, cheerio. Why, it would be right top of you to send over some English treats. Perhaps some treacle, some spotted dick, perhaps a bit of biscuits and crumpets. Pip pip, delightful. Carlin, strange request, but can I have you say good morning, Sumokato? I want to make you my morning alarm. All right, you ready? All right, I'm gonna stop the music. On the count of 3, I'm gonna say good morning, Sumokato. All right, here goes. 1, 2, 3. Good morning, Sumokato. Did I say that weird because of the accent? Too bad. Would you ever visit New Zealand? Yeah, definitely. So, are you ready for these scripts that are coming to you? Yeah. Yeah. So I'll tell you, obviously I'm not going to do a script based on a meme. Especially not a script based off of a throwaway joke during a one-off live stream that not everybody was able to attend. Carlin, are you okay with trans male listener scripts, both safe for work and not safe for work? Yeah, send them my way. I can't promise you I'll do a script just because of the topic, but if I like the script, I'll do it. Carlin, I love your audios and wonder how you get into the mindset for each one. Just turn off. Well, actually, no, I don't really turn off all distractions. I just kind of read the script, kind of get an idea for who the character is, and just dive into it. I can kind of just do that on a dime, I kind of just, there's no real preamble, there's no real setup, there's no real meditation or anything. I just jump right into it. It's just, it's just death of ego, essentially. I'm just doing a job. Carlin, have you tried Vegemite before? Yes, I have. Not a fan. What are your favorite arcade games? The first one comes to mind is a Simpsons game back in the day. Also Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 and 2 was pretty good. Carlin, I love your audios and wonder how you get into them. Oh, I already answered that one. How do you feel about Yandere Sorcerer script? Yeah, sure. If it's good, it's good. Tip for Vegemite. Only put a tiny bit and a lot of butter, not a giant spoonful. I feel like at that point, it's just making buttered bread taste a little worse. Do you prefer more direction in scripts, or do you like interpreting things on your own? Do I have a preference? More direction's fine. I can always ignore it if I want to. Not a question, but I hope you have a great rest of your day, Carlin. You the best. No, Hidayah. You the best. What usually makes you want to do a script? Do they end up just standing out to you? Scripts that are really well written, that have like unique phrases, unique scenarios. But it's not just about being unique. It's just about capturing that essence of natural conversation that isn't cheesy, that isn't overdone, that isn't trying too hard to get to a point. You know, getting that natural kind of chill energy, like getting like a natural energy to your script is really difficult and also really important. How far ahead do you record your scripts usually? I try to get them done 2 weeks in advance, but honestly, I'm lucky if I can get it 2 days in advance. Heswanyuki asks, Wepa? The answer to that is yes, Wepa. Random question, what songs have you had on repeat lately? Old Town Road, I Need a Chance by Mark Rebellet. It's another good one. What's the next milestone you want to achieve? Financial freedom? In terms of like YouTube viewers and whatnot, and like I'm not too worried about that. You know, I know like more subscribers will come in time. I know more views will come in time. I know now that if I just stick with it, everything will come in time. So eventually we'll hit 200,000. Eventually we'll hit 1 million. So I'm not too worried about it. Or I'm not trying to make it the focus. The focus is, as always, my family and making quality content. What do you usually do or never do to keep your voice perfect? Things I never do, that I should probably do. Vocal practice, warm-ups, things like they say like you shouldn't drink anything sugary an hour and a half before recording. Like I don't do any of that stuff. I don't follow any of that stuff. I just do it. Carlin, I just joined Patreon today and I'm super pumped. I was wondering how you're so cool. You're cool. I'm not cool. You're cool. You're cool. I'm not cool. Would you ever work in radio? Sure. Carlin coming at you this afternoon during the summer day traffic jam. We're bringing you another live one from Kylie Keegan's new song, Coming At Ya, Summertime Blues. All right. Keeping it here live on 106.5, The K-Breaker. Is that good? Everything got all quiet. Whatever, I liked it. So many cool questions, and I'm here since the first stream I joined last year. Like, KB Yohorn says, do you like Young Justice? If so, who's your favorite? In Young Justice, my favorite was always Robin. Yeah. Was Robin in Young Justice? I think he was. I'm trying to think who my favorite. I used to watch it religiously. I just don't remember who my favorites were. I remember Martian Manhunter was like a girl. And there was Black Manta, who was a good guy, but his dad was a bad guy. Superman. How many accents can you do? Not a lot. Do you even like baloney, though? Yeah, I like baloney. Have you seen Endgame yet? Yeah, super. Financial freedom, that is such a mood. Yeah, for real. I'm just trying to break free. Which Robin is my favorite? The one who becomes Nightwing. Can you do a Welsh accent, LMAO? Totally. Do a spicy Young Justice audio. Nope. Carlin, can you do an Australian accent? Yup. Favorite Filipino dish? I like giniling. I also like caldereta and menudo. And if you haven't been able to tell so far, there's kind of a theme, which is to say, like, I like the kind of like red tomato sauce based dishes. Other than that, though, I also really like dinuguan. Dinuguan's delicious. This is a good one to end it on. Carlin, can you say goodbye, everyone? I'll remember you all in therapy. Goodbye, everyone. I'll remember you all in therapy. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for coming out. Sorry today's had to be cut short and also had to start late. It's been a wacky weekend. But luckily we were able to get everything back in line, and like I said, we'll be able to make this up to y'all soon. And hopefully this next week I'll be able to reapply for monetization and we can get everything back to normal. That'd be nice. Fingers crossed. You all have a wonderful evening. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you so much to the mods for holding it down. Thank you all to you for being here. Thank you all to the Dubers for being huge and taking up so much of the screen. And have a good night, everybody. Cheers.